Right, this is the lake. It's called the Bridge Pool. It's the second specimen lake on the complex. Where I'm at is Baden Hall, over in Exshall. I'm actually on peg 1 on the Bridge Pool. And also, nobody else has booked on or is on, so it can actually be mobile. Whereas the other specimen lake is the Quarry Lake, bigger stamper fish, but it sheds. Once you've got your key, you're basically static, which I like to call a lottery lake. If you make your decision, you're basically stuck. So if the fish are at the other end, then you're not on the fish. It's as simple as that. So I've come on to peg 1, I've had a little look about, and I've seen no signs of fish. So I'm going to give it a couple of hours, set up, get onto what the bailiff told me, and see what happens. Right, I was just having a look round there. I've seen a nice fish. Couldn't really say what size, but it must have been up a double, maybe a 20. Head down, and then also seen the reeds moving while I was around there. So I think there's a couple of fish in there feeding. So what I've done is I've flicked in a little bag pellet, and hopefully, just hopefully, I'll be able to nick one out. Well, pretty confident. As I say, the fish are up at this end. Picked out a few different fish. Some good looking fish. I'm quite confident at the moment. Seem to be pushing in here where the wind's coming. I'm sure it's a northwesterly or westerly wind. So hopefully I can bag one. So this is the Bridge Pool at Baden Hall. I usually either fish the middle pool for runs or the gravel pit, which is just over there on the other side. I call that my nemesis water. I think I've had 16 sessions on there, I only had one fish. Hard water. I was going to fish the gravel pit, there's a few people on there. There's 20 pegs over there. I think there's 5 on, quite spread out. So I thought, why not have a lake to myself? It's only been open for 2 years. So I'll give it a crack. Just look at that. Just hope the fish stay up this end, and later on it pulls down, get on the feed, like a bag of few. I think the lake record was either 32 or 34. Not sure of the stock, and I'm contemplating sleeping under the brolly tonight. See what happens. I mean, I've got the bivvy with me. I can put the bivvy down in the swim. I might bring the brolly down, see how it goes. Okay, this is the rig. It's hopefully going to do the damage. We've got on the end there raspberry pop-up, Nutaz boilie from DNA, and I've got a size 6 curve shank, a bit of ground up boilie bag, going down, a bit of putty, Nash Camo diffusion leader, and where I'm going to flick it is just over there. So just had a wander around. I've seen 2 different fish. So if I can get it quite close to the bank, say 2.5 foot away, I'm confident. And where I've got my other one, it's just in this corner here. I can still see a fish right there. I hope it's a fish. 2 rods out. I've got the choddy, the naked chod. It's gone 80 to 90 yards that way. Put about 30 boilies, which I walked over to the bank over there and did, so I didn't disturb this fish here. And also when I walked out to cast that one, there was a fish just down here in the margins. So I know there's fish up this end of the lake because I am on the first peg. I've got all that water down there, a little bit round the corner as well. I think there's only eight pegs, all on this side of the bank. No one else has booked on, no one's coming on. So hopefully I've got the lake to myself for the night. If that's the case, I'll give it a few hours here. Go and have a wander, see what I can see. Right, let's get that third rod in. Okay, I'm just going to show you my naked chod rig. I've got a 2.5 ounce lead on the end, the rubber sleeve. Then I've got a bit of tubing which I like to poke in there, so if I do get to do battle with a carp, I've got some cushioning. I've got a quarter sinker on there, a bit of putty, so the actual rig can't pass there. It can move down under force. And then that's the business end. Shoddy hook, size 8. Raspberry pop up. Shaved a few bits of the side off so when it sinks nice and slow. I've got a few more quarter sinkers on to take the line down in a bead that slides between two quarter sinkers, so if I get any sort of crack off, any sort of break, the rig comes straight off, fish is safe. And this rod actually at the moment I'm keeping out, and I'm going to try and cast it on signs of fish, so it's like a bit of a roving rod, a sight rod, so if I do see something I can flick it on its head, hopefully nick one out. Saying that, actually 3 or 4 minutes ago, small disturbance in the corner, right above where I've got a small bag of pellets. So I'm just waiting, hoping it rips off. So I walked around there earlier, a few handfuls of pellets, chuck them in. So there's a little bit of feed down there, not too much. I'm not into big feeding the fish. I'd rather take the family out and feed the family. But I do buy my bait in bulk, keep the cost down. Trip to France coming up in 3 weeks. Looking forward to that. Just need to try and bag myself 20 plus before I go. Get the confidence up. And hopefully over there get some 50s. Right, a little bit of an update. No fish so far, no takes, no liners, no nothing. Decided though, I'm going to stay up at this end of the lake just because of the amount of fish that I've seen coming up all down this side here. Fish coming in, moving out, coming in, a couple have been topping. So I think I'm going to do the night up here, and I'm just thinking because it's been so hot today I've not been on the munch, so this evening when it cools down a little bit I'm just hoping they get on the munch, and because they're up this end I'm going to be up all night hauling. Whether I do or not I don't know, but the tactic is to stay up here. Not much bait gone in. Walked up the margins, pellet, DNA pellets of the Nutter range, which is these little beauties. Smell real good. They did good for me on Lakemore when I went up there last time in the solid bags, Had 3 carp out up there, a couple of cats. I mean, I can see the black shapes moving in, going right over where I've got a solid bag, but they're not just getting down, they're just staying mooching around. I mean, there's literally one right there, so I'm just hoping they get their heads down and take. Let's see if I can show you this here. You can see the black shapes. I don't know if you can make them out. It's not the best of cameras. You see they're just moving in, going into that corner where my solid bag is. And I've got another one slightly halfway up and 3/4 of the way up. I've got another one. Let's see if I can show you. I mean, we've had 3 that have moved out just past the rod tips. See, there's a black shape just going out there. I don't know if you can make that out. So I mean, even though they are moving down to my right, I'm still thinking I need to stay here where the fish are coming. I think, see, there's one right on my rod tips there. I don't know if you can make that one out. See, I just don't know if they could be spawning, thinking about spawning, looking to get the boogie on. Just not sure. I think if the temp drops, it could be in for a shout of a fish. He's just moving there. I mean, he's just there. Got a hook bait just there. Right, I'll get back to you later. Just before it gets dark. Unless I get a fish on the mouth. Right, it's tea time. In here, I've got pasta, spag bog sauce. Cooked the sauce at home, froze it, waiting for a session. Just had to cook the pasta, heat the sauce up. And over here, they've got the merlot. Very nice. This is the crib for the night. So I'll be getting my head down, nice and close to the rods, as I like it. Literally 3-4 foot away. Just waiting for the carp to come and play. Let's see what happens. Okay, last update, unless there's any fish. This will be the last time I'm talking to you tonight. A bit frustrated because over 2 spots the fish is still doing it now. Coming up, down, showing, crashing. I think they're just taking the piss. I think they're looking at me, giving it one of them. But I'm just hoping when it gets dark they'll get their heads down, they'll start feeding. I haven't put a lot of bait out, probably over 2 spots, 70 to 100 boilies, 10 handfuls of pellet, all down the margin, and that's where they've been showing. So I'm thinking I'm in with a good shout. I've also had them crashing right in front of me. I've put one out there, so I'm semi-confident, just a bit miffed that I haven't had a take already, so we'll just have to see what happens. So if I don't get a fish, I will see you for breakfast in the morning, where I will be cooking bacon, eggs, hash browns and beans, and I can't wait. Okay, so I've had a little bit of a change of view of actually bringing the side panels on the bivvy. Because despite how warm it has been today, it's actually quite cold now. So I dropped the side panels, still got the door, you can still see the rods from the bed. Just getting ready for the night and hopefully the bite time. Got the lamp up there. Right, there's nothing to update. I had the quietest night ever, considering I've seen fish crashing all day long, all down the far bank where my rigs are. Absolutely nothing. Don't know what to say. Still been crashing this morning. Maybe they've got other things on their minds pre-spawning. Who knows? It's about 7:30. It's got about 4.5 hours. Try and nick one out. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Even did half an hour stalking, seeing the fish crash where it's been crashing all day. Crept around there, dropped one on him. Nothing. So it looks like it's going to be a typical specimen Baden haul blank. Right, let's get the breakfast on. Well, it's never good to see this sort of thing. It's been floating in the water for half an hour, slowly drifting into the corner, and obviously it was dead. Thought I'd fish it out for the fishery manager, get him over, let him know that one of his fish perished. Just look at the gut on that, it's like a football. Absolutely unreal. Poor fish. I suppose I've caught something then. Just hope it doesn't explode, it looks like it's ready to pop. Poor fish. Right, I'm on last knockings now. I did have a pickup on the left hand rod, the one that's in the corner, where the fish has been boshing all yesterday, all last night and this morning. Striked into it, felt the weight, 3 turns of the reel and it was off. I've got 2 hours left, it's just got 10 o'clock, a bit more cloudy today. I reckon if I stayed on I'll have a better chance than yesterday. But the wind's picked up, it's really choppy. I don't have a fish, I think I'm going to sign off. I've enjoyed doing my first video, just pity I haven't landed a fish, but that's fishing. So hopefully I'll be doing another one soon.